Hey guys, AI this, AI that. Many people will tell you that you should implement AI into your business, but where and how? From my experience, the best place is on the front line, where AI is helping you either create new sales or help you retain the current clients. But to put AI on the front line, you need to give them a weapon. You need to give them a knowledge about your products, about your business, and overall like the questions and answers to these questions that most of your clients are asking you. So to do so, you need to have specific AI agent that has his own database. And in today's video, I'm about to show you how to create something like this, how to create infrastructure, how to provide them information, and where we can put this AI agent. Because from my experience, we can either put this on the website, we can use it to respond to your emails on the Telegram, WhatsApp, whatever you need. And in today's video, I'm about to show you everything. So, like I said, in today's video, we'll talk about RAG agent, and I will explain what does it mean a little bit later. But just to talk a little bit more about the problem, like I told you, like the problem is that chat models like ChatGPT or Claude, they don't have access to information about your products, about return policy and internal documentation. And this is how, and this is where we need RAG. But before making RAG, we should talk a little bit about database. So database in this scenario is like a vector database, and this is what we are using. And as you can see, your inputs and information about your products, the questions, are putting into numbers, and then they are putting into like 3D model. So even if someone will ask specific question, then like let's say, oh, here is the example. Because like the sentence is like how long does delivery takes and how is the shipment time? Like from our point of view, like we understand that this is the same question, but AI don't it's hard for them to understand sometimes that the context is the same. So that's why we have to put all the questions first into vector database. And thanks to this, we will have much more probability that AI will respond with a proper answers to these questions. And that's why we will use vector database. In this case scenario, we will use Supabase. So yeah, like vector database, a database builds for vectors. So here are more information about that. And this is basically a pipeline about the RAG agent. So the first is retrieval, find the relevant chunk, because the documents about your products and about your business are basically being chunked into pieces into database. And because of that, this is how AI has access to it, because then AI don't need to load entire database. They can only take a small piece of the information from your database just to create response for the question. So this is how it's working. And then we have argument, enrich the AI prompt with these chunks. So we are taking these chunks, we are giving it to AI, and then generate. We are basically generating the answer with these pieces. And this is an example how it's working. As you can see, user is asking a question, then we are going to database. Inside, first we are loading documents into database, and then when someone is asking a question to the database, we are taking few pieces from the database, from all of these documents, and then LLM is using these pieces just to create the response and where we should use it. So as you can see, customer support, chatbots, agent that answer product questions, internal assistants, and bots that know current prices on stock availability. So basically everything that needs information about your business. Okay, so right now we are inside n8n, and as you can see, we need only two automations. And first automation is responsible for putting your documents into Supabase, into database, and the second one is responsible for just responding. So basically you will, in most cases, after uploading all the documents, and if you don't want to create any changes, you simply are using only second one. But what is important, like every run, every question is like a one run inside your n8n environment. So if you have a lot of questions, a lot of like runs, probably you will need to create a self-hosted environment, n8n, but just for being honest about what you have to do. So as you can see, we are inside Supabase as well, and I just created the example, and here we are in the tables. As you can see, as of right now, it's empty. I also created this kind of document just to have some kind of example, and as you can see, we have like 3 pages of different questions. And first, what we are doing? First, we have to download inside n8n automation this file, and then we have to use Supabase vector store node just to cut the documents and to provide them to Supabase, to basically put them into the Supabase. So here I will show you how it's working. And as of right now, like ChatGPT is basically chunking and this document into pieces, and just let's okay. And as you can see, we here have embedding, which are the numbers that are helping AI to connect the specific topic and like just to get the informations much easily. And here are the content from our file and some metadata. Like we don't have to go into heavy details, but what is important here, how to connect your Supabase with n8n. What you need is basically you need this URL. This is the Supabase URL. So I will show you, because we need the host, which will be the Supabase URL, and then we need service role secret. And just to take it, we are going into project preferences, API keys, and here you are taking the secret key. And after putting this, you will your database will be connected. So as you can see, we have it already. And just to show you the example how it's working, we need to create the tools, which will be also Supabase vector store, and we are basically using this tool. So let's try, because also here we can put some rules. As you can see, in my opinion, in the beginning, when we are creating something like this, we have to put the rule to give us a source, so we can always check from which points he took the information. Especially in the beginning, like I told you, that we are checking it. Okay, so let's start. Okay. Let's give him simple question, how long we will have to wait. And as you can see, he went right now into the Supabase model, and here he is giving us a source, he is giving some information. As you can see, same day delivery is available in Warsaw, Kraków, because I did it as an example for a Polish company. So here are informations about this. And if we will go to the document, we'll go to the shipping and delivery, and here he will take information from it. But here we got the information from our agent, but what we can do with it. So honestly, there are few options that we can do. Like I showed you, we can connect this with our website, and to do so, we want to click make chat publicly available. Then we are copying this URL, and we have two options. We can put it into iframe. So in this case, you will have like a small box on your website with a chat. But the second case, more professional, let's say, we can create like a small bubble on the corner, and we will have like a chat widget on your website. But what else? We can connect this solution into emails. So whenever we will get the email, I think first we need to have some kind of qualification if that's the email that we want to reply to. But we also can connect this to the Slack in case we have some clients that are on the Slack with us, or just internally for our team. We can connect this with Telegram. I will show you, because we can connect this with Telegram, and then we are looking for the trigger, and we are basically triggering this on message, And then as a outro, we are basically sending information back to the Telegram. And just to show you also, we can do it on Slack. So we are then, if we want to apply it into Slack, we are basically just making it as a on new message posted to channel. So this is the options that we can have. So as you can see, the topic itself is a little bit simple, honestly, and I would say that it's more important what you want to do with it and before you will make it production ready. Because first, you want to make sure that your clients or people that will use your AI agent are talking about specific topic that you want them to talk, because you don't want them to waste your tokens, honestly. So because of that, you would probably like to implement some kind of guardrails, and if so, just check my previous video about the guardrail, how to make sure that your AI agent is not talking about specific information or just is making sure that any secret key, any personal informations are being used inside the automation, and also how to make sure that nobody will hack your agent. But what is also the most important part, before you will make it production ready, just test it as much as possible to make sure that it will not make more damages into your business, into your brand, and that the responses that are giving to your clients or to your team are accurate and they are aligned with your vision and with your brand voice. So if that video was helpful for you, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and drop the comment down below. See you next time.